And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Nick Chubb, 34 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Vikings nothing. Michael Dixon.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Dalvin ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Huntley. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To throw on 3rd down. Huntley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And now it's 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, and they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the gun, Huntley. He'll let it fly for Austin. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Tavon Austin, 48 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. The tackle made there by Jared Davis. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tackle made.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a 1st down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 2nd and 9, Wilson about 3 yards there to the 27.
Again, the ball carrier. Jared Davis on the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. from the gun. It's a give to Chubb. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week one, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Jared Davis.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
A run for Nick Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
4-yard line.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Vikings.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Back at the 8-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Rolling to his right. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. For it. Here's Chubb, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Nick Chubb, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Vikings 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Play action. Huntley. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit. Supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards and it's good for a Viking first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Huntley. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on a football there, and it's second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Throwing again. Huntley escaping the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Vikings on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Huntley. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it. It's caught inside the 25. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play for the Vikings on third down. 42 yards. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, it's going to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will. That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They go option right on second and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
And they got the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
For Minnesota.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Stand 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Play action. It's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Chubb. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Wilson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Just incomplete. It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. The final shot before break. Huntley, but it's caught on the right side at Smith. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 21-yard line. A big play there out of Cook. And even 50 yards on the ground.
At the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. second down. Cook. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
They run it again with Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Flushed out right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. That took a pretty big risk right there, going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun. Wilson. It's a quick slant to Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Seattle.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Chubb. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. They go play action with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field, and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
comes to Cook. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he will have a Vikings first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. The 20. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there out of Cook. 47 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained run.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They run it again with Chubb. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
He's tackled at the 29.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Seahawks.
They go play action now. Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter. They're going to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Play action. Now Wilson. The pressure gets to him again. Daniil Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now Austin. When it's said and and done. It's a 58-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Huntley. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
2-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're running a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. Let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Carlos
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
Off the play fake. Huntley.
34-yard line.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Huntley. Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 17 yards out. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And again, it's Chubb. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
On third down, Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Chubb.
First down, Seattle.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The ball carrier. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Trey Hendrickson showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
It's 2nd down.
Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 14 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5.
The tackle made.
They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
The Vikings 4-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The 27-yard line.